What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant playoff basketball analysis. Going live on YouTube, of course, on Analysis Playground on there. It's good to see y'all already hopping inside the video, and it just started not that long ago. But we're going to talk about how the Indiana Pacers just beat the Cleveland Cavaliers again. A game that seems like it was out of reach, and a game that seemed like it wasn't going to go their way ended up turning out to be the game that they won because Tyrese Halliburton gets the rebound. He gets to the three-point line, drops some of that clock, and shoots the three and makes it all net. And it leaves them with 1.1 second to make a shot because they don't have a timeout. So they throw it all the way across the court and airball it. And then the Indiana Pacers picks up the win. Much needed because most people look at them as a team that's worse. And most people thought this series would be almost a sweep type of series. But no Darius Garland. Obviously, no Evan Mobley, the reigning defensive player of the year. Two huge pieces of what you do is out of this game. You found a way to win it for majority of the time that it was going on, but you could not close it. The Pacers did the same thing against the Bucks. You thought it was over, and then they figured out a way to get back in the game and steal it. And Tyrese Halliburton was clutch again. Definitely like one of the most overrated players. Made it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. Was a guy that was picked real decently in the draft. Became an all-star. Didn't have the greatest season because of injuries, but didn't make excuses and giving his team the energy and effort that they need to be able to win a series where they're not favored to get the win. But I did also pick the Cavs to win this series, but I didn't see the injuries coming the way that they did for them. But they got to figure something out because we know how good the Pacers really are. They can score, they can defend, they can play with you, and they can also beat you any type of way. But the Cavaliers won the first quarter 32-15, but the Pacers won that second quarter 35-29. That's how we knew we was in for a close, good game. And the Cavaliers won the third quarter 37-34. And the Cavaliers also lost that fourth quarter 36-21. That just can't happen at home, but it did. Pascal Siakam didn't even have a great dominant game. And it was okay because he played 30 minutes and he was 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Want to clean that up in the next game if you want to win it. 6 rebounds, 4 assists. He only had 2 turnovers, 4 personal fouls, a +1 and plus minus. He was okay today, but I said he was going to be one of those guys that might not dominate this series because they have good players they can throw at him defensively and make things tough and get him out of his comfort zone. And that has been true so far. Aaron Nesmith was critical to this team because of his three-point shooting and his shot making in general. 8 of 13 from the field, 5 of 8 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He finished with 23 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 of them was offensive, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 3 blocks. But he did have 4 personal fouls, and he was a -2 and plus minus. You got to love what you've been getting out of this guy. You know, staying in front of guys, making things tough, making things difficult, making plays on the ball, while also spacing the floor and knocking down threes, and then getting out there and having fun, getting to the paint too. So you have to love what you have been getting out of Aaron Nesmith this entire playoff run in the regular season. He was a guy that people thought probably would be out the league, but he put in the work and became a quality support player for the Indiana Pacers. And you can say the same thing about Miles Turner. 35 minutes. He was 8 of 17 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. He got 8 rebounds, 2 was offensive with an assist, a steal, but he had 5 blocks, which a lot of them was just him showing you that we're not going to get you anything easy in that paint or near it. And that's one thing that we have to give him credit on. He has always been known as a good defender and a good rim protector, and he was really good tonight when they needed it. 1 turnover, 3 personal fouls. He's a +15 and plus minus. He also tied for game high for the Pacers with 23 points, and it was much needed. Andrew Nembhard didn't really have the biggest game tonight, but he still had a good one. 5 of 13 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3, 3 of 5 from the free throw line. He had a double-double. Like I said, he's going to have to make decisions. He's going to have to make shots. That's why he's a starter, because he's capable of it. But he had 13 points and 13 assists. Nobody seen that coming, but it ended up happening. And he always has been a guy that's trying to score or drive or kick out. or just keep the ball moving for better shots. And he was able to read the defense and react the right way. 7 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive, 2 steals. He had 8 turnovers. Like I said, he's not used to making primary decisions that much, and they capitalized off that. But he also had 5 personal fouls. There's a plus 10 and plus minus. Tyrese Halliburton, the dagger 3 coming through for his team again as a leader. He played the game the right way. He didn't quit. He didn't give up. He didn't hang his head. He just kept coming. 36 minutes for him, 7 of 11 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 9 rebounds, 1 of those offensive, 4 assists, 1 block, 1 personal foul, plus 11 and plus minus 19 points. He just showed up at the right time, and he always gave his teammates confidence, whether he was on the floor or not. And that's something you do need if you want to pull off an upset, especially on the road. Every single starter scored in double figures for the Indiana Pacers. You have to love how they play that way, and it worked tonight. Plus, on top of that, Benedict Mathurin played 20 minutes, and it was humongous. 6 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line, but he went 6 of 6 from the free throw line. When they was trailing, he kept chipping away, and keeping them in the game. And that's when he came off the bench. He finished with 19 points, 2 rebounds. One of them was offensive with an assist, and he had 4 personal fouls. Obi Toppin also had a good game. 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line, 2 rebounds. One of them was offensive with assist and 2 steals, a turnover, a personal foul, -2, and plus minus he had 7 points. Jarris Walker took 2 shots, but he missed all of them, and he shot no free throws, so he finished with 0, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 turnover, -8 and plus minus. Thomas Bryant, I knew he would get minutes, but he didn't score. He played 11 of them, but he had a rebound and a turnover, 2 personal fouls. He's a -9 and plus minus. And TJ McConnell hasn't really, played that well so far, but we know he can do it. But he played 14 minutes, 2 of 5 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. It was wide open. He just couldn't drain it. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 3 turnovers, 1 personal foul, a -15 and plus minus 4 points. And then Ben Shepherd, 6 minutes, 1 rebound, 1 personal foul. He was a -4 and plus minus. Didn't do much because he only played 6 minutes, so that's what you usually expect. Other than that, the rest of the guys did not play coach's decision, although they was healthy. 44, 85, 51% from the field, including that last shot. They also have shot better from 3 because of that too. 11 of 28, 39%. But they was 21 of 29, 72% from the free throw line. You want to at least shoot 80 or better, especially in the playoffs, because every possession matters, and you don't want to be trailing or giving up the lead because you can't make the easiest shot in the game besides a dunk. 11 offensive rebounds, 44 total, 28 assists, 7 steals, 9 blocks, 17 turnovers, and 26 personal fouls. And then the Cleveland Cavaliers, Dean Wade started tonight because of the injuries. He was 1 of 4 from the field. It was all 3-point shots that he took with no free throws, so he finished with 3 because he made 1 of them. He did have 10 rebounds. That really helped. 3 of them being offensive, 2 assists, a steal, 1 personal foul, +5 and plus minus. He has to do more offensively if these guys can going to continue to sit out, and he knows it. But, you just like the fact that he was able to do other things too. Jared Allen, we knew he was going to get a double-double. He was 7 of 9 from the field, 8 of 8 from the free throw line. Didn't see that part coming, but we knew he's capable of getting in the right areas at the right time and attacking fast and quick. So he finished with 22 and 12 rebounds, 20 and 10 for him. 1 of them was offensive with 3 assists, 3 blocks, 4 turnovers, 4 personal fouls, and a -5 and plus minus. Donovan Mitchell did the best he could to carry this team, made the right decisions in the fourth quarter, made the right opportunities, was there, and he was able to score and keep his team in the lead for majority of it, even almost to the end. But he went 15 to 30. That's really good. And he almost had 50, and it was still not enough to beat the Indiana Pacers. 1 of 7 from 3. He's got to make his threes. He has to in this series. That's something that he knows, but it just hasn't been going his way. 17 to 21 from the free throw line. 9 assists, 4 steals, a block, 5 turnovers, 4 personal fouls, 5 rebounds, 2 of them being offensive. He led the right way. He played the game the right way, finding his teammates, keeping them involved, putting the pressure on himself to be up in the game and not shying away from the ball and wanting the shots and wanting the opportunities and wanting to make plays for his team. just didn't work out for him tonight, unfortunately. Ty Jerome was terrible. 1 of 14 from the field, 0 of 4 from three. He did have 2 rebounds. 4 of them was 4 assists out of there. Two. One of his rebounds was offensive. 2 turnovers, 4 personal fouls, a -5 and plus minus. He only ended up with 2 points. Matt Strus, 8 of 18 from the field, 5 of 12 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He ended up getting 8 rebounds. 5 of them was offensive with 4 assists. 2 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, -14 and plus minus. He had 23. He was just ready to let it go each and every time he got the basketball. And I think that that's something he had to do because Ty Jerome couldn't really make him. Dean Wade couldn't really make him. And you didn't really get no crazy performances from the bench outside of Sam Merrill, who was 5 of 10 from the field and 4 of 9 from three. He did have 4 rebounds. 2 was offensive, 2 steals, 3 personal fouls. He finished with double figures with 14 points, but he was actually the only guy to get in double figures off the bench for the Cleveland Cavaliers, which is something that they probably expected because you can say the same thing about Benedict Mathurin for the Pacers. But Isaac Okoro went 1 of 2 from the field, 0 of 1 from three, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 2 personal fouls, a +1 and plus minus. Javonte Green was 0 of 1 from three. That was his only field goal attempts, and he shot no free throws, so he finished with 0, 1 assist, 1 steal. He was a +4 and plus minus. And then Craig Porter Jr. got 4 minutes. He was 1 of 2 from the field, 0 of 1 from three, 1 steal, 1 block, -4 plus minus 2 points. I like the fact that they brought it defensively off the bench. They tried their hardest to make a difference, and the guys play well. The starters play well besides Dean Wade and Ty Jerome, and those guys can't have the type of drought that they had if they're trying to beat a legitimate team in the Indiana Pacers. It only gets harder. It only gets tougher from here. Cleveland should know that, especially because most of these guys made it to the playoffs before, and they know how hard it is to advance. They was able to do that this season. This playoffs, and now they have a tough competitor that's showing them you have to bring it all. And if you're not going to bring your best or you're not going to do your best, we're just going to beat you because we feel like we can do the same things you can do, if not close. But if you don't have your full roster, we're not going to give you no empathy. We're not going to give you no sympathy. We're just going to go at your head and just eliminate you because you're just not on our level. And the Pacers are those type of guys that they feel that way, and they will go out there and perform that way. And tonight is a perfect example of that. 39 of 90, 43% from the field, 11 to 39, 28% from three, 30 to 35, 85% from the free throw line, 14 offensive rebounds, 43 total, 24 assists. So they lost the rebound battle by 1. They lost the assist battle by 4. They had more steals with 11, but they had less blocks with 5. Obviously, Evan Mobley and stuff like that factors into that, but I don't think he would have got that many blocks, but you never know. They had less turnovers with 13, but they did also commit less personal fouls. But they had a huge discrepancy in free throws with 35 attempted and 30 made, but they also shot 11 more threes and missed them. Like I said, you live by that three, you die by it. They still did mix it up, obviously attacking the paint and finding other ways to try to score. But the Pacers just stayed steady Freddy. And if you do that, all you do is give yourself a chance and an opportunity. It presented itself. You got to give credit to Tyrese for wanting it more, trying harder to get it. You got to box out. You have to, do the fundamentals. And if you don't, you give yourself a chance to be punished. It happens. It ended up coming at the wrong time. You got to give credit to Tyrese Halliburton for making a tough, difficult, hard shot, which stars are supposed to do. You want to put the ball in your best player's hands and let them make decisions. He made the right decision because it ended up winning the game. He did it in the Buck series. He did it throughout his career. This just shows you that he's that guy. He's not overrated. He's a legitimate star in this league, and he has been respected as that. But he got his mouthpiece, and if he continues to back it up and add these credentials to his resume, we got to start giving him more credit as that guy. He's a him. And I always felt that way even before he got drafted. I was a guy that said, y'all sleeping on Tyrese Halliburton. And now he's one of the best players in the league, proving that, it's so many different ways you have to play this game. And everybody has their own style and their own way of being great and approaching the game to be great. And he's just another one of those. But Donovan Mitchell is just a sad game to watch and see him do everything he can to help this team win, and they still couldn't get it done. But his three-point shooting got to improve because he sucked last game and he wasn't good this game from three. He's taking them. It's the same shots he usually take. They're just not dropping. Maybe spend an extra 2-3 more hours to fine-tune that jump shot going into game three, because now you're in a situation where you can't lose any more games because you're going to be on the brink of elimination earlier than you probably thought that you would be. But that's the reality of the situation. There's nothing you can really do but not lose no more. So I did pick Cleveland in 6, and I look crazy right now. But like I said, I didn't expect the injuries to come the way that they've been coming for Cleveland. Darius Garland and Evan Mobley got hurt. I'm still in shock, but it is something that's true. And now you look at the Pacers. If you handle your business, man, you can beat a team that most people looked at as a championship contender in the second round. It's not going to be easy. Obviously, the West is going to be trouble too. But the Pacers got to like their eyes. They got to like how things going in their favor. And they just got to continue to play team basketball and do it by committee. And if they continue to do that, they have a shot to beat anybody like we knew. And it just shows you the love and respect that Indiana has for themselves, and what they play with. It's very dangerous, like playing with fire. If you don't finish them off, they're going to burn you. And the Cavaliers are finding that out this series already. So every game got to be, we playing picture perfect basketball. If you're the Cavaliers, you have to be playing near perfect basketball because the Pacers are on that ass. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you're new to the channel, I do videos just like this about basketball conversations, and I do it in various different ways. I also do breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, also future stars. I also do mock draft and draft coverage. So if you love that type of stuff, this is the channel for you, and I'm hoping you guys loving it and enjoying. Plus, I got over 3,000 plus videos already on my channel that you guys can watch and enjoy. Plus, I upload every single day that I'm living, so that gives you more stuff to be entertained and more stuff to watch and more stuff for you to enjoy when it comes to basketball, especially the NBA. Other than that, social media is on my channel. You'll see some other things I like to do besides NBA only content. Well, other than that, I also got my email on my channel. If you don't want to do it on social media, you don't want to do it in the comment section, you can do it in the email too, if you want to contact me for whatever the reason is. Other than that, I hope you guys had a blessed day. Hope you guys enjoyed your day. Hope you guys enjoyed that weekend. Now it's time for the weekday grind. So let's get it. Let's continue to push ourselves and continue to challenge ourselves and continue to reach those goals that we have. Other than that, hope you guys have fun. Other than that, hope you guys stay blessed up. Let's continue to try to make 2015 a day of the past and see that the present is better. We went hard those first 4 months. It's the 5th month, so let's continue it throughout the rest of the year if it's blessed for us to make it to see it. And we have done our job so far. I need you guys to continue to do yours for the rest of the year. I'm going to continue to try to do mine for the rest of the year. And that's all we can do. And that's a 50-50 while the channel's still around and doing well and doing good. And it's still fun for that reason, because we love what we do and we love to watch. And that's all that we can say about this beautiful game of basketball. Other than that, I'm going for now. Y'all stay blessed up. Peace out. See you guys later today with more analysis, hopefully. And see you later.